Greetings from Terra Luna Insider again. In terms of Terra Luna Classic's future plans, as well as the burn and everything else to support our shared goal of raising Terra Luna Classic past the $1 threshold, we have a colossal update. We'll go ahead and explain this in today's video, but before we do, don't forget to hit the like button. Therefore, Tobias Anderson, better known as Zaradar on the Terra Rebels team, just published this Medium piece where he discussed his idea for the future of Terra Luna Classic. Now, if you are unfamiliar with RNR, he is a key member of the Terra Rebels team. And like this person is completely mad, he has done the majority of the labor behind the scenes. He has so far done fantastic, awful, and classic things. He had a lot to say in this Medium essay, as well. We took our time reading this since, as you may have noticed, he is having a lot of high-level talks in it, and most readers who are unfamiliar with the fundamentals of cryptography will likely find themselves lost. Therefore, what we're going to do in this video is go through the most crucial topics and attempt to explain it simply. As a result, everyone watching the video can follow along and comprehend what Tobias Anderson has described in this post. So, first and foremost, we have Andreessen going ahead and admitting that Alex Forshaw had previously made a proposition. And in essence, this is performing quantitative easing. If you're still unclear about what quantitative easing is, this image right here will help. A fundamental component of the Terra Luna Classic network, the stablecoin, is being attempted to be repegged by pulling out the money printer and minting fresh Terra Luna Classic coins. Of course, there are risks associated with this option. And, honestly, based on everything Tobias said in this Medium essay, it looks like it is much riskier than it is beneficial for the community here. There seem to be a lot more hazards than initially thought. Therefore, we will discuss all of those dangers and the reasons why this might not be the greatest course of action for the Terra Luna Classic. In light of the fact that we currently hold a sizable amount of debt within the Terra Luna Classic community, roughly $10 billion, to be precise, RT mentions that if we go ahead and implement a QE strategy, not only will Terra and Classic be diluted and lose value over time, but this may also compound. So, in the event that we begin printing awful and Classic to try and aid in ustc's reconstruction, the fact that we would have to create even more money to address the debt issue at that time if we had all of this debt compounded on top of it would obviously result in a lot of issues. Due to all of the potential risks involved, it follows that this doesn't really seem like a great solution going ahead. What then is the alternative here? The alternative, known as quantitative tightening, is the opposite of quantitative easing. We are currently burning here. And we're now engaged in this. But how can we speed up this burning so that we can eliminate more of the circulating supply? Because as it stands, we aren't burning nearly enough right now. It's safe to say that the 1.2% burn tax did not go precisely as planned because, not enough people are trading on TerraStation. We need to go ahead and increase the quantity of Terra Luna Classic that we burn every single day. Additionally, the majority of centralized exchanges are not executing the burn themselves. Therefore, it is evident that we need to find a solution to this problem. And that's what we'll be discussing after that. What is the best method to get folks to join our chain so they can start burning more? That's what we need, I suppose. More people are required on TerraStation. Zargar continues to explain this right here. So how do we recruit fresh talent for Shane? Therefore, he continues, we will need to create a new on-chain feature called partition pools in order to enable social reality. By charging a Luen-based charge to the platform, partition pools now enable dApps to dynamically build their own layered capital partitions inside the Terrible. Now, the reason for this price is to protect against spam in a manner similar to what we already do on the terrorist station. Right? We already charge a fee for people to submit proposals on the terrorist station. Therefore, not just anyone can do it whenever, and they must be certain that they want that to happen. Now that they have their own commodity token with an initial quantity of 0 and an empty partition, they can only capitalize them via Lucy and trade them. These new commodity tokens would have a fixed or dynamic price point measured in USDC. the ustc. Therefore, it goes without saying that if we can encourage developers to join our network and they trade using USDC, Lua, and C, and this is all on-chain, this is all fantastic for us since we are burning 1.2% on that, providing that we don't change the burn tax and how that is organized. He continues, dedicated remittance corridors would be established and monitored by the EBS keeper, which would throttle liquidity flows out of the partition pools to ensure that they do not exceed a certain percentage of the overall liquidity in the Terra and Luna pools. This would help keep the partition pool stable while allowing capital interoperability. We will go ahead and discuss this in a little more detail in a moment. This is what is known as essentially a capital control regime. So bear with me here, we do recognize that this section is extremely intricate and difficult to comprehend. Please bear with me, the goal here is to provide the two core liquidity pools with a sizable amount of overcollateralization while minimizing capital friction inside the many secondary protection pools that support the various virtual economies on our network. To basically summarize what has been mentioned up to this point. Yes, we must move forward. Additionally, we must encourage developers to join our network so they can create their own virtual economies and community tokens. There will be many various virtual economies, such as play-to-earn or gamify economies, each with its own exclusive coins that are a member of the network. In essence, Terra and I will try to equip them with the resources they need in order to go forward and offer their community a first-rate experience. And Terra Luna Classic has the necessary foundation to move forward with that, correct? Our incredible blockchain, which has cheap fees and either very high or extremely low transaction speeds, will let individuals to carry out this. Since there are many people using our chain, a big part of us allowing these guys to join our network is also raising awareness to show them that Terrible Neo Classic not only has amazing marketing potential, we also need to show them that if they choose to build on our network, we'll support them all the way through. And these partition pools will accomplish that. It will essentially let these dApps design their own coins and nested capital divisions, you understand. And we need all of this for the network to succeed, so it's crucial. In a sense, this is a requirement and is probably more significant than everything else that might potentially occur on this network. Right? You guys are aware of the fact that we have been discussing getting other casinos to utilize Terra Luna Classic on them since, of course, Shane will be playing it and it will burn. That will benefit our ecosystem greatly. In order to create these incredible community tokens, we'll be using Terra Luna Classic and USDC, which will of course be burning a lot of both, which is great for us. So it's really up to us to start spreading the word about Terra Luna Classic, getting people to build with us, and getting developers in touch with the Terra Rebels team. What is the ideal strategy for luring these developers, who would afterwards expand on the Terrazona Classic network and offer less value to their own communities? Isert is the one who says it exactly here. He claims that while preventing economic instability, we must be inclusive of beneficial network growth. In other words, we simply demonstrate that our network is expanding, succeeding, and doing well so that undoubtedly developers feel at ease joining it. After all, if our network were to decline,